to this video on to facilitate people making an application to the pilot horticultural scheme. So if you haven't got the direct link, you just search under Google, just punch in CAFRE, which is College of Agriculture, Food and Rural Enterprise, and it'll take you to here. So if you click on this link, you'll go to the homepage of the CAFRE website, and there you will see the Horticulture Pilot Scheme comes up. So if you click on the Horticulture Pilot Scheme, this is the homepage for it, where all the information is contained. The scheme comprises of 3 schemes, 2 of which are currently open and will remain open until the 1st of December 2025. Those 2 schemes are the Sustainable Sector Group Pilot Scheme and the Growers Training and Support Pilot Scheme. The final scheme, Innovation Driver and Support Pilot Scheme, will be opening later in 2006. Further information on the homepage is provided by David Dowd, Horticulture Branch in Greenmount Campus, background and all information on the schemes, and we have some notes for guidance here. What successful applicants will get from the schemes if they're successful. Remember, it's a pilot scheme, so it's a competitive process. The aim is to select 6 groups for the Sustainable Sector Group Scheme and 20 candidates for the Growers Training and Support Programme. So it's advisable to read the first page, which contains all the background information. So now moving forward and wishing to make an application to either the Sustainable Growth Group Pilot Scheme or the Growers Training and Support Pilot Scheme, for the purposes of this demonstration, I am going to make an application to the Sustainable Growth Group Pilot Scheme. So if you haven't registered before, you would need to register. It's a simple process where you fill in your details. Your email address. The first question I ask you for is your email address. So I'm just going to put up my home email or my work email, my email address, then put my first name, my last name, my title, my sex, date of birth. So to allow me to go forward, I'm just going to put in a test case. So just 4th of November. There's my work mobile. I've already registered anyway, so my password is known. So you fill in that information and then you register for an account, and that's all fairly straightforward. And then when you have an account, you can sign in. So I'm signed in as Kieran Lavelle. My password is already pre-populated. So if it's the same process anyway. If you haven't got an account, that will take you back to the previous page. So I wish to sign in. So it takes you back to the very home page, so you go back into the Horticultural Pilot Scheme. It's all fairly straightforward and fairly it flows quite well, so it shouldn't be an issue. So I'm making an application to the Growers Sustainable Growth Group, and I've already pre-populated that I wish to apply to the Sustainable Growth Group scheme. So I'm going to continue with my application. So it takes up my application information is my name, date of birth, that generic type of information. So it's going to continue to specific information. So the scheme information this is the first of 5 parts on the sections you can see on the right hand side. So the scheme information is there. So which scheme I have applied to the Sustainable Sector Group Pilot Scheme. So it's obviously my first choice and my only choice. But if you're applying, say, to both, which some candidates may be, sustainable sector growth group and the growers training and support, that's okay. You can have a first choice and a second choice. Remember that the sustainable sector growth group must have a minimum of 4 members and a maximum of 12 members. So there'll not be individuals as such applying directly to this particular scheme. So we've completed that there. So now we continue to the personal details. And you just put in a mobile number. That's just for the purposes of this demonstration. It's just a dummy number to allow me to go forward. Home address details, all fairly straightforward and easy to complete, not too onerous. So you need a postcode. What you do need to allow you to go forward, you need a DARD business number, a DARD business number, which is Department of Agriculture business number, which is a 6-digit number beginning with the letter 6. So again, to allow me to go forward, any question asked with an asterisk has to be completed. So I just put in again a dummy number, 6-digit number beginning with the letter 6. So 6 sixes are put in there. So continue to additional information, which is good. So now I have now I'm on to additional information. This is where you have to give details of your group members within the group. As I said earlier, it's it consists of 4 members, 4 to 12 members. So here you have to put in the name of the person, their date of birth, and their DARD business number. So here it's I've just typed in John Smith, who was born on the 1st of January 1980, and then we have Mary Rice, who was born on the 2nd of January 1978, and you continue on like that there. But you also need to put in their business number, so it could be 66 treble note. Obviously, these will all be checked and cross-referenced to make sure that they are correct on DARA's system. So continue on like that with the people within the group. So excluding the person who's completing the form, these are you need to complete the people within the group. So now we're getting on to, if you can see on the right hand side, we have 3 parts of 3 sections completed. So now we're going to the group proposal. This is where the core information is completed to allow DARA to make a professional judgment on selection of the top 6 groups that make application to this scheme. Before you complete the questions below, I strongly advise that you need to click on the guidance notes for to facilitate you help answering the questions. So it outlines the administration of the scheme, the application process, eligibility criteria, the selection criteria, but more importantly and most importantly is the application form guidance, and outlines a marking structure for each of the 4 questions and how they're going to be marked out of the number of marks. You can see is 25 marks for the first one, 30 for the second one, 25 and 20, so it's out of a total of 100 marks. So that will help you greatly in completing your application form. So it is. So now we're back to the application form. You have read the application guidance notes. So you fill in your response to each of the 4 questions. I strongly recommend that you put as much information specific to the question as addressed to each question. There's a maximum of 3,000 characters, and that is self-guiding. So if I'm just filling in here just for argument's sake. So just you can see there is test case, so 3,000 characters at the bottom under the table with 2,990 left. So for each of the questions, I'm just going to put in just to allow me to go on to the next page. So that's the information that will allow me to go on to the next page. I should have mentioned earlier, if when you're completing the application form, you can save progress and come back to it at a later date. If you haven't got all the information on the growers within the group, date of birth and their business number, you can save that and keep coming back to it, and then you can populate that information when you do get it. But remember, your application must be in on or before 4 o'clock on the 1st of December 2025. So now we'll continue to review and submit. As you can see now that we've all the sections completed, and with the information here is a summary of the information, personal details, your address, business details, and then your group proposal. So all the information is there, and you just have to declare that everything is correct, and then you submit. You click down here on submit the application form, and that's the application form submitted. I would just like to say that the Growers Training and Support Programme is very similar. There's an additional question on it regarding educational qualification. You need a minimum of a level 2 in practical skills in horticulture award or equivalent or higher to be eligible for the Growers Training and Support Programme. The remaining course for anyone wishing to achieve this qualification will be commencing on Wednesday, the 12th of November, running for 3 nights, the 12th, 19th and 26th of November, to facilitate people getting this award if they require it. So that's it, and good luck with the application process. Any questions that you may have specific to the application process for either scheme, you can send your query by email to kt.admin@dara-ni.gov.uk.